game. He is Grandmaster tier.
I think that's the only time there ever is an Earth Spirit pick, is if they're Grandmaster tier, right? I think Desire and him are the only people who are playing it, because literally they're Grandmaster tier. It's one of their few heroes. Yeah, it looks hard. I think they were left with very limited options on their carry pick, and it looks like a pretty hard game for the Razor, and they're just going to give the first blood to Noob as well. So that's kind of the dream already in that matchup, that he's going to be up against the Tusk. And yeah, I think they actually have just all the answers again. Ooredoo, it feels like they have everything. I'm trying to think about something here for the Razor, but like the lane looks difficult because it's heavy burst, and then the game looks difficult because there's a Shadow Demon. So Razor thrives off being able to move around in fights, stick on a target. You're just gonna get purged. There's nobody else he has to target with purge in this game. Literally just purge the Razor every single team fight, and then the mobility's just gone. You can stick on him easy. You have other heroes that counter and burst this Razor too. So yeah, it feels really difficult. But I mean, maybe Jan's gonna do some crazy impressive stuff on this Earth Spirit, but I'm not seeing it.
Well, let's see. Let's see what it can do. I mean, yeah, and overall as well, it's, as you say, just so many ways to disengage or engage from Ooredoo Thunders, when it comes down to being like, well, we've got to get away from this Razor. You mentioned the Shadow Demon, but also just the clockwork with the cogs, the stampede, the song to reset. So many ways that Ooredoo Thunders are going to be able to dictate when they want to take these fights or when they don't want to.
Yeah. So I think for Rune Rejoice, like, you have to come out ahead in lanes. Very similar to last time. They have better ways of starting fights and stuff like that, with their Earth Spirit and with their Tusk than they did last time, but I think lanes are going to be absolutely everything. If you start falling behind versus Ooredoo Thunders with this Naga Siren draft, there's just not many answers. Sure, you've got this like black hole and stuff like that, but they always have answers. You've got this song if he's not caught inside of it, stampede to pull people out, song to heal them during it, and then there's always just this pesky clockwork as well too. So let us see.
For sure. I mean, definitely a bit of a difference in the vibe, considering, Palantino's, at least with this hero this time, should have more potential with the way that he's going to need to be involved sooner in comparison to when he was on the morph.
He's just stuck for a second.
He sort of is trapped in there, Mary. We'll be able to get out and step back. Palantino's also taking a hefty amount of damage.
There's another double edge in a second if he doesn't step away. Yeah, this lane is very threatening. I'm waiting to see. I mean, mostly you just go Shadow Poison, but there's actually arguments for Disseminate early in this lane with the Centaur. It's just expensive. It's 100 mana cost all levels, which makes it.
This might be a kill hit. Oof Stomp into the double edge. They'll be able to take him down. Mary also. Okay, will live. Has got the stick charges.
He throws him in.
I mean, Woots is going to continue to try and stay on target, and tell you what, it's going to work out for Mary. Mary able to play with the benefit of being as close to the tower as they were. It's going to be a double kill for this Rubik.
Okay, bring out that regen so that your Razor can lane properly, because Palantino's is not going to have a good start. So buys 2 tangos and a salve, so he'll be able to keep Palantino's healed up. So at least some trade kills. Rubik feels like he's like the best 5 position because he's able to trade so well versus like everybody. Get some kills, but yeah, Razor suffering.
See down on the bottom. I mean, any chance that Enigma and Spirit will be able to put any pressure onto this Naga Siren during the laning stage, or is this going to be a pretty free lane for T8?
Full free lane, especially with Clockwork next to you. It's like versus most magic nukes, Eidolons are actually strong, but versus Battery Assault, they're not, because it does double damage. So it's actually a pretty fun little matchup there. And there's illusions constantly riptiding. I've seen some players actually go for I think this was in China more, but they actually take Midnight Pulse at level 2. And that's how you clear the illusions. You go Midnight Pulse plus conversions, but not going to be the case for BNC. So yeah, looks like pretty much kind of like 3 winning lanes, I would say, for Ooredoo. Top could be a little volatile, but I would say that they should be just fine up there.
Let's see if Stoikov's able to do a lot with sort of the good farm that he's getting out of mid.
Yeah.
Not having too much struggle in that matchup so far. Good CS on him. And there's very much going to be that extra hero that can put these side lanes, tip them in the favor of Waterini Joyous if you can make those big rotations.
Yeah, I want to see them check runes. I want Earthspirit and Rubik to be checking the power runes. Maybe even the 4-minute runes here, but last game, I think one thing that opened up is see some aggression bottom. Should be just fine on Thunders. But the thing that actually opened up Noob's game almost completely last game, besides his awesome rotations, was he got every power rune. So I think they have to help this Tusk get these power runes. Otherwise, the Lesh is just going to go crazy again, just like the Bat. Nice link.
Might be able to turn towards Omar. They'll chase him out the lane and they'll get him. It's a killing spree for the Rubik. Mary seems to pick up the kill after kill after kill on this top lane.
Pretty good. I mean, maybe that'll be the X factor that we all didn't consider. The Rubik. Maybe he's just going to be super over-leveled and he gets... I mean, there's not really the best spells to steal either. I guess Lash's spells are nice and some Stampedes and stuff like that, but the supports have pretty bad spells to actually go for most of the time. But maybe he's the X factor anyway.
Definitely being able to get these kills down, slowing down the lead that I really want to have with the two heroes up top. Definitely means that their sort of setup disruption into the Hoostonk double edge combo isn't going to be quite as threatening as it could have been if they weren't losing their lives here in this laning stage.
Yeah, they're low level. Level 3 on Omar, level 3 on Weeder, and Mary and Palantino's both level 4. So yeah, not too bad all things considered up top.
Obviously Stoikov with the 6 now, so definitely ready to either get some backup moving towards the mid to try for a kill attempt, or head to the side lanes.
I actually think I want to see like an Earth Spirit rotation, like kick the... If the Lesh is low, and you go for a kill onto Lesh, because Lesh could actually be a little squishy versus this Tusk. But I just want to see them check power runes. I don't want to see them sit in their side lanes idle with the Tusk and Earth Spirit. Or sorry, with the Earth Spirit and the Rubik right now. I want to see these checking power runes, because yeah, last time it was like a haste, a DD, and an arcane rune for the Bat Rider. Noob. It's on top of Yond. Power runes. Everyone's checking.
Ooh, it's an arcane. And with that pushback from the cogs, that's going to give the space for Noob to step in and take it.
Nice play. They knew. Ooredoo Thunders, they were like, okay, I mean, we know that you guys are going to check runes. We have good independent side laners, so we can actually check ourselves. And yeah, nice little cog pushback, but now Noob.
They're bringing in 3 heroes towards mid. See if they can take him down. They've got the punch up. They'll be able to get the kill. See if they can get Corey as well. They get the lift up. Get him in range of the tower. A few towers coming in as well. Mary now dominating on the Rubik, because a very nice move from both supports there. Bringing in the extra firepower needed to take down the enemy mid. And yeah, Mary continues to have a very smooth opening to this game as the Rubik.
Yeah, I'm really happy that they did this move. I think you want to be able to enable this Tusk so he can start making moves around. And he's going to get his bounty runes now too, so Stoikov can continue to look to make these aggressive moves. He's even stacking, I see, on the Tusk, so phase boots are finished. Maybe even continue looking to make moves. He sees the rotation right now from the Lash. He sees Noob for a second. So maybe looks to hit himself as Omar.
He's trying to set up onto Mary. Mary came over to the triangle, was being quite annoying there. Managed to block both of the attempted stacks that Omar was trying to make happen. They will, kill Mary off in that situation, but Stoikov able to head over and poke him with the shards. Picks up a kill himself in return.
I believe he had the ward, Sentry Ward, actually blocking Ancients from before even, too. So there's no Ancient stacks whatsoever. So nicely done. Bottom, though.
All right, Black Hole drop from BNC. It's going to buy time for some further backup to come in with the TPs. They take down Corey. TA2000 will manage to TP out in response as soon as the Black Hole comes to an end. Nothing else comes in to be able to stop him. At least getting the carry out of there, but as we can see on the board so far, Rune enjoys definitely getting some of this early action going quite nice.
And now Noob
towards the mid. They managed to trap him. Good dodge with the snowball of the stun that Noob attempts to throw back out of Stoikov. The cogs, though, come in. Kaori able to save Noob's life for now. Holds back Stoikov and makes sure that this time round, Rune enjoys won't be able to take the Lesh out again.
I like the way that Rune enjoys is playing the map right now, though. I like that they're playing aggressive. They're sitting on the mid lane, trying to enable this Tusk as much as possible. There is, of course, going to be that response. A great move from Kaori, and now maybe even finding Earth Spirit. But either way, I like the way that they've set up the lanes, because now Razor's in this kind of 1v1 versus Centaur. We have the Enigma versus an Naga Siren down bottom by himself, too. So, yeah, I'm liking the way that they've kind of moved things around, and now we're seeing Ooredoo Thunders. They're actually the ones responding and reacting because of these movements. So nicely done so far from Rune enjoyers.
Absolutely. Yeah, they've come into this game too and already just being able to do so much more than they were able to in the opening to game one. Bottom lane, with a kick back onto Woods into the silence. Palantimos coming in as well with the slow. He has to pop the Stampede to get out of this one, Wooter. Does not want to hang around any longer than he needs to. These 3 heroes of Water Rune enjoys turning up. I'm ready to put some pressure on the tier 1 tower. Back in the mid, Stoikov gets another pick off. Corey presents himself, and with the help of Mary, they take down another 8-4, 1k gold lead. Water Rune enjoys a hot start with his first 9 minutes of play.
And with all the big rotations of Mary, level 6 on the Rubik, 9 minutes in. So, you know, he doesn't have, like, these incredible spells across the board, like some double nukes or something like that, but he's got the Lesh spells. So, a Lesh stun in particular, probably one of the better ones he can steal in the early game. But yeah, pretty good stuff. Just got to keep it up. Keep up this aggression.
Smoke up from Mary and Stoikov. They want to try and do something about this top lane. Bottom lane's been pretty much sorted. The tier 1 tower's been pressured down. Maybe with the smoke timing, they'll actually be able to delay their own tier 1 going down. Let's push the Diabolic Edict, still pretty heavy. And, okay, they won't manage to make a jump in time. And now maybe considering if they still actually want to. They know there's a lot of members of Ooredoo Thunders up here in this area. And, yeah, they'll back off from it. They won't find the opportunity they hope for with the smoke, but they're fine with that. They get back over towards the river. 10-minute power runes up. It's a double damage. Stoikov, he'll have that ready for the next play. Yeah,
I think he's got Phase and Falcon Blade already, too, so that's going to give them perhaps the damage potential to take out the Lesh, even. This could be a big moment, really, for Water Rune enjoyers. Keep closing off the map. This mid tower is crucial. If they're able to get this one, they're going to be able to pressure the Naga Siren quite decently because of it. So all 5 heroes here. This is really nice. All right. Big stuff. And now we have double Falcon Blades finished up on the 2 cores. They have mech on Enigma also, too. Things are looking a lot better than I think we anticipated for Water Rune enjoyers.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Let's see what they want to do with this next. I mean,
it's still be aggressive. I don't think you can really posture yourself defensive. You have like this very small lead at the moment, but with what you're playing up against, Ooredoo Thunders, like all 3 heroes, they farm very fast. Centaur shoves out lanes almost instantly with his stun plus double edge. Lash pushes out lanes really fast. Naga's going to start doing Naga Siren things. So name of the game still feels like for Water Rune enjoyers is, you know, pedal to metal. Don't really look to slow down at all. Keep playing with your Tusk. Keep playing aggressive. Utilize this DD rune at its maximum. I don't want to see some farming DD rune. Right now they do have to keep lanes pushed out a little bit, but right after they get these lanes in a better position, I want to see them try to get some type of invasion play. And Noob, you know, all things considered, did die the once, but Bloodstone's pretty much finished as well, too. So he is going to start becoming a lot more difficult to bring down once he's already very tanky because of this, and now he's going to have that extra heal. So if they don't burst him right away, he's just going to go right back up to full HP. Haste Rune? Ooh, nice play.
Ooh, nice deny. Yeah. We'll manage to make sure the Noob won't have that to really just exaggerate his impact in the next fight with the Bloodstone pickup.
Yeah. Looks like I guess they're waiting for the Greaves on the Enigma, but they didn't use their DD rune. Well, a bit.
Yeah, they didn't get a chance.
They didn't get a chance to go for it, I guess. They didn't really want to risk it, but...
I mean, what sort of... are they waiting for some sort of item setup, do you think, with this sort of fallback on the aggression?
I guess, I mean, just the Greaves on the Enigma, but... Okay. I mean, the BKB for the Razor is still some time away. Maybe that's something else they're looking for, but this is just giving time for Naga Siren to do her thing. And then you're also giving time for the Centaur to have Blink Dagger. So you have natural forms of initiation on your lineup right now with like Earth Spirit and Tusk to get these aggressive plays. And soon Ooredoo Thunders, they're going to have a Blink on Centaur to make their own aggressive move themselves. So feels like, yeah, they may have missed a little bit of a window there. But still farming well. But I think with the, you know, like we've indicated with the way that the drafts are, their lineup isn't about sit back and scale. It's about continue to pressure versus Naga Siren. You're just going to get outscaled.
As we see there on the odds provided by our partner, esportsbet.io, so very much favouring Ooredoo Thunders this game. And Ooredoo Thunders are about to look to see if they can get a quick setup.
Oh, yeah.
Mark and Noob ready to go. Use this Bloodstone Lesh to...
They've got Stampede always, right? So she can just he can just run right through if they see somebody.
That's true. And Stoikov. They will catch wind of him, but not quite able to get any sort of setup. Also tricky to set up upon. Could be quick with the snowball to break out of the combo.
Okay.
So they won't find any sort of easy grab that tempts them into setting up for any action.
Fiori.
Stoikov moves on to Corey. Corey's going to be able to get his spells off. He's definitely living longer than I think he expected to. Will finally die. BNC is able to take him out.
All
So
right.
another smoke pickup. Ooredoo Thunders, they definitely look like they're still happy to keep trying to just look for these fights against Water Rune Enjoyers now. They're not as scared of Water Rune Enjoyers as they may have been if Water Rune Enjoyers were trying to come at them with this action a few minutes ago.
Yeah. Blink on Centaur, so now they've got ways to counteract any of these ganks. Mary gets a steal, but as we said, you know, it's tough this game for him to really get this amazing steal on Rubik. They always have spells to kind of cover. 2K lead still for Water Rune Enjoyers. But already Thunders, they're going to look to hit. Maybe, the Razor BKB might actually meet very soon at the same time that they pick up this fight into the jungle. See what they find. Uh-oh. Blink. He's spotted.
See,
nice kick.
An attempted save, and in fact, it nearly does the job, but Corey's got the read. Hookshot still comes in to chase down the Enigma. BNC and Yon taken down. Stoikov tries to come in and steal the snowball. A defensive disruption comes out from Omar, buying some time for Wuta, but Palantimos in with the TP in the plasma field will make sure they get the kills in return. A 2 for 2. Water Rune Enjoyers trying to continue the chase onto Ooredoo Thunders. Great shard grab there onto Noob, but the song is out from TA2000, and that will get them the space to get these 2 cores out of there. It ends up being a 2 for 2. Not a bad response from Water Rune Enjoyers, considering it's quite a clean entry to the kills there from Ooredoo, being able to catch BNC as well, especially after that pretty well attempted save from Yond there on the Earth Spirit.
I mean, it puts them into a weird position, right? Because then they want to commit deeper because they want this Enigma. So, yeah, ends up getting the trade kill because of it. Good reaction. And now I believe, is that a Vessel for the Earth Spirit as well, too? Yeah, he's got Vessel now. So, versus that Lesh Bloodstone, he's got a pretty good timing of it. Yeah, look how far they have to commit. Look how much damage they end up taking because of it. Just the Fade Bolt plus the nukes that come out from that Tusk. It adds up. All right, decent response there from Water Rune Enjoyers.
Yeah, again, just continue to step up their game from what we saw from them in Game 1, giving Ooredoo Thunders a really good fight so far.
But the Naga Siren, right? The Naga Siren factor will soon start to trickle in. TA2000, he's just going to be able to accelerate faster and faster. So it still does feel like they can't really sit back too much on the side of Water Rune Enjoyers. Stoikov will have a good timing on his Deso, but he might just die bottom. Uh-oh.
See, yeah, with the damage from this Naga Siren and the control of the Leshrac, not a chance there for Stoikov as TA2000 very happy for those sort of kills to be handed to him. Takes out the tower as well.
That's a massive kill. That's like the whole game plan for Water Rune Enjoyers. It feels like it was riding on the momentum of this Tusk. He had Deso. He was like 50 gold from having it. Gets killed. He's off the map for a long time now. TA2000 is going to start spreading the illusions, and yeah, Ooredoo starting to hit their tempo.
Being able to aggressively farm the Ancients as well. Double stack as well, taken out by TA2000. And Water Rune Enjoyers, they've got to keep finding this action. Otherwise, yeah, there's no chance of any of their heroes farming anywhere close to how quickly TA2000 will be able to clean up the map.
Absolutely. And now TA2000 has a Bullwhip, so that was actually missing on any mana regen or anything like that, but finds this neutral item, so we'll be able to progress that farm. Any big items now being picked up. A Vambrace onto Noob. So getting some big ones there. Deso is now finished, so they have Deso, Tusk, BKB on Razor, Greaves on the Enigma. Again, I'm still just looking for, gotta start making some moves, or this this Naga Siren's really gonna start to just take over the map completely. DD Rune. All right, this is a good enabler. See what they find. They are spotted, though, so full vision.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Let's have a look.
Yeah,
So they'll be able to take this tier 1 for free. No interest of Ooredoo Thunders turning up for a fight. They're happy to farm out the bottom and mid lane. They're just getting that bit better amount of gold and XP from the map in comparison to when Water Rune Enjoyers group up for a tier 1.
Yeah, they're just playing the space game, you know. They're about just delaying the game. They get stronger and stronger while Water Enjoyers gets weaker and weaker. Yeah, even the blink on the Lash too. So kind of cool pickup. And a blink even on Shadow Demon. So, all about positioning, it looks like, for the side of Ooredoo. Triple blinks. And yeah, look at Naga Siren things, right? They're gonna start trying to force a Roche. They don't kill it very effectively, though. Their heroes are not the best at it. The Deso helps a little bit, but they don't have any of these like big damage amps. It's a little awkward.
We'll see Yond. He's going to be able to catch Kaori outside of the pit, so taking out the clock will definitely eliminate one of the heroes that potentially, you know, could have that good interruption around Roshan. They'll head back towards the pit. Still illusions being sent across the map. I mean,
this feels so forced.
Are they aware? But at the same time, do you think Ooredoo Thunders will they be aware of this?
I don't know if they even care.
Sure.
I think
they're getting that much out elsewhere.
They're pushing all 3 lanes. Lash is pushing top.
Nearly taking tier 1s out mid with the illusions.
I mean, this Naga Siren's massive. Manta and Scotty already. Like they can't even do Roche. Yeah, that was really weird from Water Enjoyers.
Oh yeah, they gave up on it.
I mean, their heroes just don't kill Roche. You know, if they had like an Undying or something like that, or Pango for like the debuff. Bottom, they will find Omar. He's got a blink.
Oh, he has got a blink.
Okay.
Not able to time it though.
Okay,
a big steal.
I think
it was, yeah.
Disruption, that could actually be pretty good versus the Naga Siren. All right. Bit of an interesting last few moments, at least from Water and Enjoyers. Maybe not really knowing where they want to go for this impact on the map, but as you can see, Ooredoo Thunders, they don't care, right? They're just chilling back.
See, again, finding Kaori though.
Okay.
A couple of times, you know, Yond being very good at hunting down the clockwork, setting up for quick kills for the team.
It is a 5 clockwork though.
I mean,
so.
they're tempted. I mean, again, they're hovering around the Roshan.
Okay. This just feels so weird.
They can't make their mind up if it does feel if they feel they can put the resources into trying to take it.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels so forced. There's so many ways that could just go disastrous versus a Naga Siren.
Yeah, it just sort of seems that, you know, they're at this point where they know they've got to do something, but their vision doesn't seem to be too clear on what they feel the read is to do next.
And this, oh my God, both supports.
That's a great jump there. Who stomp onto the 2 of them? As that'll be Yon taking down Mary as well, shot down by a double edge.
And now perhaps Ooredoo can be the ones to pretend kind of posture that Roshan.
No, they
actually can kill it.
Yeah, for sure, especially with tier 2000 around with the damage. They'll be able to head over to the pit. And yeah, it really does feel, you know, Water and Enjoy, they've had a good start to the game, but it just doesn't seem like they're too clear on what they want to do or what they can do next to stop this game from falling into the hands of Ooredoo Thunders as the minutes pass.
You can literally feel like the pressure, the stress almost, it feels like. They're like, guys, we have to do something, but what do we do? Oh my God, now we just gave up a kill and now Roshan's just being given to the Lesh. So, things feeling very awkward so far for Water Enjoyers. They keep finding clockwork, but this time it's a deep dive.
He's going to go pretty deep with this snowball. And he'll snowball in, they stampede away, so they'll be able to pull him far away from the rest of his teammates. I mean, BNC lucky that the hooks didn't quite have the range to catch him. Still, though, Noob, he's going to try and chase down the rest of Water and Enjoyers. Yond and BNC will manage to split from one another and pull them separate directions, so Ooredoo Thunders won't get a further grab, but as Stoikov rolling in, taken out, pressure now onto the tier 2 top. That kind of solid beginning that Water and Enjoyers had this game is slipping away very, very fast now.
They just really like to go for killing this clockwork. Poor Kaori gets set down a couple times, but this time they just forced the Tusk to overcommit. Yeah, I mean, it really just does feel like they just were unsure where to go the last like 10 minutes or so. They just kept killing a 5 position while Ooredoo Thunders played it cool, calm, collected, taking over the map with their Naga Siren. And now, how do you deal with this Naga Siren?
That feels very, very difficult. Tier 2000, massive. They will, again
the clockwork.
Now Kaori gets taken out. Off the side, who stomp onto Yond. Yond will be able to cancel the TP of Omar. Gets into the pit. So they'll be able to clean up both supports this time.
Not too shabby, but it is still just the 2 supports.
Yeah, the cores do... Oh, top there as well. Noob was out, getting some damage on the tower. TP'd out just in time. I mean, Mary nearly able to catch him in the tree line. But yeah, the cores still remain rather elusive on Ooredoo Thunder's side. What do we have? Just Noob. He's only died the once this game. TO2000's not died at all. Yet hasn't died at all yet this series. And even Wuta, only the couple of deaths on the Centaur this game. You know, it really is the supports tanking all the ganks, tanking all the kills, which definitely inflates that sort of kill lead that Water Rune enjoyers have. And it doesn't really mean too much, it feels, because of how much space Ooredoo's cores are getting and the fact that they're just not really dying at this stage of the game.
And they just scale so hard. Like, this Naga Siren has little to no counters. It's the Enigma who has to land the big black hole at this point, it feels like, to be able to deal with TA2000. Who, I mean, Butterfly's done. He's gonna have the Pupil's Gift perhaps delivered as well, so full fight ready on this Naga Siren. Butterfly, Pupil's Gift, plus Scotty and Mantha. No way. I mean, they need to get the full duration black hole and have everybody beating on her during it. But there's going to be a lot of other things that are going on in the fight because there's still an Aegis Lash. As Palantimos.
They're going to look to burst through him. He will be able to get the BKB off in time. They use the Stampede to continue to chase him out. Black Hole's there. PNC able to make the jump. But Palantimos still ends up going down. Wuta, he's actually going to live a little longer here. They weren't quite able to kill him immediately during the Black Hole. They'll get him afterwards. They've got good stone control onto the Lesh, holding Noob underneath the tower. But the Aegis is there ready to get him back in for a second round. TH2000 tries to chase him with the Song of the Siren, but the 3 remaining members of Water Rune Enjoyers will manage to keep the distance, get up to the high ground. So for Ooredoo there, they only lose the Aegis and the Centaur. They get 2 kills in return, the 2 big ones, of course, as well, taking down both the mid and the carry from Water Rune Enjoyers. They get the tier 2 tower bottom. The lead just continues to grow for Ooredoo.
It feels like they barely even get this kill, too. The Greaves, I believe, had just come out on the Centaur, so he is a lot tankier than they anticipated. I like these little things, you know, the little itemization that I feel like Ooredoo did. The Lesh going for like a casual cloak and then casual plate mail. Super tanky versus all the magical and physical. You see Centaur did a similar kind of thing, a casual cloak with Greaves and Vanguard, so tanky versus the mixed damage that's coming out. They do catch Noob for a second here, but he's safe.
Well, the 2 supports might be in trouble once again. Omar. He'll definitely be going down. Yon trying to see if he can close in onto Corey, but Corey this time actually be the one to live. Still just a poor support here, suffering at the attempts of Water Rune Enjoyers.
I love it.
Cores are all out of there.
Again, I mean, the itemization last game, where they had the Undying and the Rubik, they had Force Staff and Shard and Glimmers and whatnot to save their buddies. Again, Shadow Demon, Force Staff, Clockwork, Force Staff. So these initiations that come out, the Shards, the Earth Spirit, etc., even the Link that we haven't really seen come into play at all on the Razor, it's answered. So, yeah, Ooredoo, really next level. And even though it's 18-12, it feels like they've kind of played the game and like the map almost perfectly. They just really know exactly how to play versus this draft that they're up against right now. Even though they've given up these kills, as we mentioned, the supports, you know, Clockwork has 8 deaths. Shadow Demon has 6, so 14 of those 18 are on the 4 and 5 position. Really good awareness.
No, for sure. Let's see what the next move is going to be. I mean, TA2000, what's he going for next? Getting a Hex next.
Cool.
I mean, just completely massive, and that Hex is going to just shut down these enemy cores in the next team fight. And suddenly, the BKB usage from Palantimos is going to have to be early. If they are able to get the Hex thrown down onto him, they will burst through the Razor, leaving him no chance to survive. Smoke up from Water Rune Enjoyers. They want to see if they can get some sort of surprise jump around the river. But it seems like Ooredoo Thunder's almost just aware of this and kind of just happy to run into it. They're not feeling... they're feeling pretty fearless right now, Ooredoo.
Their front line's just so tanky, and they have the save from the back lines constantly. Yeah, I didn't point this out either, but Noob... I've been seeing this more and more on the Leshes, but 4-4, and then just 1 point in Lightning. And then he just has stats. So a lot tankier as well, too, from all these little things being put together. Yeah, really good stuff.
Radiant are scanning.
Illusion Rune top. Can't save it for the Lesh. Or can't save it for the Naga Siren, unfortunately, but... still will be nice. As Water Rune Enjoyers, I mean, all huddled together. So the map just continues to go in the favor of Ooredoo Thunders because of this.
See on the Dota Plus.
Oh,
75%. A little surprised, honestly, it's not a bit more harsh than that, because it does feel this is a tough one for Water Rune Enjoyers to turn around with just how farmed TA2000 is.
Absolutely. I mean, maybe it's just factoring like the chance of the Enigma getting
Sure,
a big black hole or something.
yeah.
But either way, there's so many answers, especially pre-BKB, which is still a full component away. They have like 4 different heroes that can cancel. And even with the BKB, if Kaori finds an angle, he can always cancel too, so. Did they even buy the... They haven't even bought the shard either on TA2000. That's the other interesting thing too. I've been seeing a lot of... Especially in China, I got to do a lot of the Div 1 China games. We were seeing it purchased very early versus the Enigma counter matchup. They don't feel like they need it though. They've got full control. They've got a firm grasp on the game, full control after that. Slight advantage I would give them. I mean, Water Rune Enjoyers, they felt like they had like the slightest of advantage maybe for like 5 minutes, but Ooredoo didn't care. You know, they just postured themselves perfectly on the map. And now game just feels... I mean, you're just... Now you're probably asking yourselves as Water Enjoyers, well now what? You know? What do we do? Naga Siren's doing Naga things. We don't have an answer.
Stoikov.
Oh boy, risky plays.
Yeah, farming that mid wave can be very, very dangerous.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But the lanes, top constantly shoved in from illusions, mid shoved in from illusions. Yond nearly has... I mean, they're getting items on Water Rune Enjoyers, but you just... The impact of what these items are going to do, it just doesn't feel there. Stoikov.
Dire's middle tower
Could be okay.
is under attack.
Like, almost BKB on Earth Spirit, almost BKB on Tusk, but that doesn't give them the answer for the Naga Siren, who is now completely out of control.
How on earth do they kill this?
I don't know.
Naga Siren.
Tower
It
is under attack.
feels like these heroes just don't have it in them.
No. And they don't have anything to answer the butterfly that was picked up earlier either. It's like, I see the itemization from Palantimos. He's getting more survivability on this Razor, but nobody can... It literally has to be the Black Hole. Like, they just have to kill him 100% inside Black Hole and commit everything. But then, Lash is an issue, so yeah, it just feels so difficult.
Talking about the Black Hole, they've got their eyes on Enigma. Wuta able to charge in, get the jump onto BNC, as that's him out of the fight.
And they can do that pretty much at any moment. And the illusions continue to be even this huge problem, and now there's even more. So he takes the +1 mirror image illusion 2 at 20. Yeah, little to no answer.
And we'll see. Maybe when he's back up 20 seconds, they'll go for some smoke out of the base. See if they can make a jump by surprise.
Dire's middle tower
Coming up
is
to
under attack.
the minutes when Roshan will be back as well. So would be the time for Water Rune Enjoyers to try and make such a move.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah,
is
Enigma,
very
go
much-
finish.
yeah.
Try to finish BKB, and then smoke and try to take the fight around Roche. If you give Roche up, the
Yep.
game's over. So I think you're forced in this position as Water Rune Enjoyers to just make the play. They're giving that Enigma the mid lane. At least a little bit here.
Ooh.
That was close.
Yes. Corey nearly actually able to find Stoikov there, TP'd out beyond the tier 2. And luckily for Stoikov, the creeps ended up working in his favor.
Still don't have the BKB on Enigma, but they're feeling the pressure. They're feeling forced to just have to go in. Satanic is finished on Palantimos, BKB on Earth Spirit and Tusk, but where's the damage going to come from? They're forced to check Roche.
But Yon's in, and immediately out. They'll
And
get
he'll go
taken
buyback.
down. They'll lose Corey off to the side. Stun catches on to Stoikov. Corey's got the luxury of the buyback to get back in for this fight.
But Yond
While
does
Yond,
not.
he does, 40 seconds that he's got to sit there.
I mean, you can see why they do it, right? Like, it's like, we have no vision in Roche, but they could just be getting Roche. We need to start the fight there, otherwise the game's over. So Roche, now going to be up in 5 seconds, and they're going to kill it so fast. I don't think Earth Spirit, if they're inside the pit when it respawns, I don't think Earth Spirit makes it back in time. They didn't scout it yet, though. They're instead looking for the battle.
Ooh,
Close.
Corey nearly getting the catch on Stoikov, but he's out with the blink.
But they get ward coverage, ward control over the area, and now into Roche. And still 5 seconds left on Earth Spirit, and this Roche is going to die in those 5. Free shard. So now they have 2 I mean, you maybe just give it to the Lesh for the siege. For the Sard, you just drop the stuns on top of yourself.
I mean, Stoikov, he's got the jump onto Corey. But they'll use the song to cover the finishing of Roshan, get the Aegis picked up on TA2000, and maybe now to look to set up the fight. Get the Hex slam down onto Palantimos, follow through from Wuta, attempted with the lift up there in time from Mary. Noob pots the BKB and the Bloodstone charging in to run down this Rubik, but Mary will manage to keep his distance. BKB is going to be coming to an end soon here on Noob, and there's the Black Hawk. BNC locks down the Lesh. They'll manage to take out both supports and Noob here. So they might not have been able to interrupt the Roshan in time and stop the Aegis from going as they has in TA2000, but they are able to find some sort of a fight there. I mean, which just goes to show really how close they were to maybe being able to stop that Roshan, right? If they didn't lose Yond earlier, or they had the BKB a bit sooner on BNC, maybe that fight would have been enough to get them the chance to get Roche for themselves. It's a good fight, but maybe not happening as soon as they kind of needed to have a solid chance to turn this game around.
Yeah, now they have to go solve their lane issues really quickly, and they need to be careful how they take the next fight, because Black Hole is on cooldown. They're completely relying on Black Hole to focus anybody. As, yeah, we see that approach coming out there as, yeah, they get some cleanup kills, and I think they also got the gem is the important one too.
A little bit of something there for Water Inn enjoyers, but still the Naga Siren prevails above everybody.
There's still that Naga Siren issue.
Yeah.
They're able to focus the Lesh if they get that Black Hole onto him, but like we said, they're very unlikely to catch both inside the Black Hole. But yeah, we do see that gem. Yond does have it taken away from Kaori. Maybe that allows them to pick and choose some good fights where they can actually use their Black Hole properly. Because, yeah, 90 seconds, probably unable to be able to fight without that Black Hole right now. So it feels like for Ooredoo, they're probably going to look to pressure in lanes and look for a fight themselves right now.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, Naga Siren things continue. And Shadow Demon with max disruption now also going to be sending in those illusions too. As Yond. Stolen Song.
Mary with the Stolen Song, that should give chance for Yon to actually get out of this one. So nice little save there off the back of that Stolen Ultimate.
All right. Not bad. And that will buy them time for Black Hole. 60 seconds.
All right. We'll see if they can make a move when that is up. They will have to. They want to have any chance, as we keep saying, to turn this one.
And they got to eventually fall. You've got to eventually find the Naga Siren too. As the illusion push. I mean, they just can't deal with butterfly illusions. They're losing the tower. Mid and top. Just the SD makes illusions. Naga Siren makes multiple illusions too. They're even force staffing the illusions in. Defense of the tower. Eventually, these towers will drop. Just to this illusion spam. Next set. Here they come. Oh, this is annoying.
Not really any items that any of these heroes can get that make it much easier to deal with them.
No. Backdoor does kick back in at least for a moment, so top tower will survive a little bit longer. But yeah, I mean, I feel like for Razor, it's like, I'm not sure what Palantimos wants to go with this. I see he's got more defensive item, he's got plate mail, and then eventually going for Scotty next, but all right, he's just going to go for it. So not going to have a way to pierce through that evasion, of course, but he will be able to kill Lash, that's for sure.
There's the smoke. All ults at the ready, Water Rune enjoys.
Rax is going to get targeted now next. Range Rax is getting taken out. Tower died. And now mid tower as well. I mean, they know they're smoked. They might get the wraparound anyway. Kaori, he's walking into him.
And they'll get the jump on it. That's Kaori gone, but they got the Hex off in return on the Palantimos. Palantimos will get thrown to safety there by Mary with the telekinesis. Roll for from Yond. He's able to close the gap onto TA2000. TA2000 still with 40 seconds left on the Aegis, though. BKB from Palantimos in with the Stallion onto TA2000. They'll be able to chase him out and take him down once. But at the same time, the illusions from the Naga Siren clean up Yond. They've dealt with him once. Can they deal with him a second time? He's trying to get the solo, but the lift up's there from Mary. Roll forward with the snowball. Punch up as well from Stoikov. They're bursting him down low. They're going to be able to finish him off. They've done it. They've managed to kill the Naga Siren, not once, but twice there.
Holy moly. They somehow isolated her.
That's a huge kill. You see it there in the golden XP. They were yet to be able to do it this game, and they do it at all times as well. Against when the Aegis was there, they were able to take TA2000 down twice, and Ooredoo not able to do anything to help them.
That was without Black Hole, too.
Yeah,
that's
they did,
that's the
yeah.
impressive thing. They didn't even have to use it. They were
A
able to
massive
isolate
grab,
it.
and now, well, they'll look towards bottom. Wuta.
All right.
He's going to be able to try and kite them out, but the slows are in, and there's no stampede. So Wuta, he'll be going down unless Corey, he's not able to save it. In fact, Corey might have put himself in a dangerous spot. Palantir was trying to get around the cogs. BNC will be able to blink over with the Malefist. They're going to be able to get this kill as well. Double kill for Palantimos. He's now level 24. Water Rune Enjoyers seemingly sort of out of nowhere, in a position where they were just slowly sitting back, losing their tier 3 towers to this Naga Siren illusion spam. They get out of the base, they find this fight, and they've absolutely just given themselves a chance here in this game too to get the win.
It feels like they blew it wide open. I mean, look at the gold now on the Tusk. When did this just happen? Look at Stoikov. He has a full AC. His punch hit hard, too. I think he took out like 40% of the Naga Siren's HP with the punch. That was actually really impressive. Holy moly. Did not anticipate that happening, especially with the way that this Naga was able to just get this farm, but they completely isolated her, and now next fight they still have Black Hole.
Yeah, they've got big items, as you say. AC coming out on Stoikov, Shiva's Guard done on Palantimos. I mean, yeah, our win is absolutely back on the table here for Water Rune Enjoyers off the back of that play.
And they even give now the tome to Palantimos, so that's pretty much the level 25 on the Razor. All right, Palantimos. He saw something in the Razor pick that I guess we all did not.
Very, very nicely done. And yeah, I mean, with all these items, you say, very, very tough to kill. Trickster's Cloak as well, of course, these have the last few fights. Now, this is not an easy hero to take down. We talked about now how annoying the illusions of the Naga Siren were to deal with, but yeah, at this point, it's actually Ooredoo Thunders who have a hero that they struggle to kill. This Razor feels very tough to take down.
And even if you do take him down, like, the person who's going to kill him is the Naga, right? And it'll be a death by 1,000 cuts. Razor Shard is very good at that, dealing with that. You're hitting this Razor constantly, 18% strike chance versus, what, like 7 illusions? It's going to be blasting damage all over the place. This is actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, really relying on, TO2000 to be able to actually get in and get that Silver Edge hit off on Palantimos to sort of shut down some of that potential.
All right, I mean, Swift Blink, that's going to be even more hits. All right.
I've got another Hex on Ooredoo. Stoikov. Sorry, not Stoikov. Noob. He's got that one ready, and with the Blink, there's a chance for him to get that jump. I mean, both him and TO2000 will be looking to... I mean, who sort of is top of the list? Who are you jumping with these hexes? Are you just going for the supports, or just to try and get the quick kills to ensure that Water Rune Enjoyers aren't able to outnumber you?
I think it would probably be anybody but the Razor. I think anyone who gets chained like back-to-back hex is likely just dead, but there's definitely problems. Like, this Razor can't really be ignored by any means anymore. Level 25 Palantimos, Shivas, so he's going to be able to stick on these targets with Scotty also. Feels like almost... I still have the edge for Ooredoo, but feels like this Razor potentially has a chance to be able to bring this game back. Now they have answers for the illusions. The double plasma field is actually doing a pretty good job of clearing it.
Headed out with a smoke. Black hole at the ready. I mean, Ooredoo Thunders, after that last sequence of events, what do you imagine sort of is their approach next? Is there any sort of further item now that they'll sit back and wait for?
I think it might just be the farm buybacks to wait for the next Roche. So, because they're probably going to anticipate Enigma's going to try to black hole one of the cores. They only have one black hole, right? So I think you get buyback on both Lesh and Naga Siren, and you wait to take the fight from there. But could get caught out. Water Enjoyers, if they do see one of these cores on the side lanes, they might just be able to commit for them here. So definitely some signs of hope and definitely signs of potential here for Water Enjoyers around this next Roche fight. How's all buybacks looking, though? So Lesh, 600 away, 1,400 for Naga. Right now, Water Enjoyers have all 5 available.
Making the move towards them down bottom.
They saw him.
We are.
First on with the Trickster Cloak. But he's addressing, I mean, he's not letting the Naga Siren touch the base. They're keeping their lanes in an okay spot on Water and Enjoyers. As Roche, it's going to spawn. I believe they have the boulder in the pit. Yeah, they do. So Earth Spirit, he bought the shard ages ago, and he's actually been dropping these stones inside there, so they will be able to at least scout out Roche when it spawns. And now, they have a deity on the Tusk.
I think they can start this.
I think they just can do it.
I mean, they don't really care. I think that Ooredoo Thunders know that they're doing this. They feel very, very strong right now, Water and Enjoys. And understandably so, with now how much of a boost they got from that last successful fight.
They push fast, though. Lash has max Edict, or level 25 Edict. So the towers will drop and the racks.
Top barracks are under attack.
Roche still getting scouted. It's not dead just yet.
I'm starting to have some TPs come back from Water and Enjoys to head over towards this.
The clockwork, he's here.
Oh, he's not going to be able to time it, though. Roshan goes down. Water Rune Enjoys able to claim everything from that.
They find Stoikov, though.
Yeah, he's going to be able to stop the TP out from Stoikov, but Stoikov will be able to still step away. Everything picked up, I believe, but giving the Axe over as well towards the Razor, so Palantimos becoming even bigger.
Oh my goodness. I mean, that is pretty huge. Now easier ways to focus fire onto Naga and stuff like that, too. Water Enjoyers doing something I don't think any of us have kind of anticipated with the way that the drafts were kind of playing out.
A really, really nice effort here in turning this game around. It's back to dead even, and you know, as much as sort of that, it felt like this Naga Siren was just going to be this huge, impenetrable hero. It's the same for Water Rune Enjoys with Palantimos' Razor. You know, both of these heroes very, very strong, and if anything, at this point, Palantimos on the Razor just even stronger. He's, you know, he's massive. You know, he's pretty much level with the farm of TA 2000. This has been a Naga Siren that's been free farming all game. This Razor carry a huge problem now for Ooredoo Thunders.
Up top, look at this play here. Enigma, Blink.
Quite far out. There's the Hex opening from Noob, followed up by the Hoop Stomp. That will be him out, but he has got buyback. That's I believe pretty much everybody right now.
The scary thing is, though, they can't overreact to any of these lanes, because if you look, they don't have Glyph available, and look at the buildings. Like, all the racks are exposed completely. So if they started going towards one lane too much, Lesh is going to commit on one side, or the Naga might just commit in the base. I'm watching Noob right now, trying to find an opportunity. Like, as soon as they get a kill on the clock, I see Illusion start running at racks, I see Lesh start running at racks. So Water Rune Enjoyers aren't out of it just yet. Aren't out of the dangerous position.
This range racks in the mid. Will fall to the Illusions. And in fact, Mary will fall to the Illusions as well. That's the Rubik gone. And there you have it. As you say, Noob finding an opportunity to just charge in and take out the melee racks. Water Rune Enjoyers not able to stop it.
Stoikov. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's been caught outside the base. He did have the Aegis. It's not a lot of backup alive and ready to help him out here. So that will be him taken down twice, back to back.
They may have found ways to be able to take head-on fights on Water Rune Enjoyers, but now Ooredoo Thunders is just like, okay, you guys want to play that game? We're just going to play macro game. Just completely control the map with illusions, keep pushing stuff in, and all the lanes shoved in. It's hard for you to react on Water Rune Enjoyers. Now Ooredoo Thunders might just group up and look for the fight when you're at a number disadvantage.
I mean, Palantimos, as strong as he is, you know, he doesn't have the full team backing him up.
Uh-oh. Yon.
He's going to roll in. And will fall very, very quickly. Palantimos still trying to step up. Lotus in time to put the Malefice back up towards BNC. TA 2000, you use the song to disengage. But indeed, down the mid, Noob's been able to get him with the Edict. Take out another set of melee racks. Water Rune Enjoys, they've got to be so careful. It's at a very delicate point this game now. Buyback comes out from Yon. CBNC stepping in, he's considering the black hole, but he gets Hex. And there's the jump from WEU to in with a Hooston, that's BNC out. He may have to consider further buybacks if Water Rune Enjoys, they will. As Stoikov buys back, BNC buys back, Palantimos in with the BKB, being able to run down Omar. They've taken out one support. They need more, though, with the amount of buybacks they've committed in for this. They'll surround Noob, catch him with the stun, punch up from Stoikov. Water Rune Enjoys will be able to take some kills out of this, but having to use triple buybacks, still losing the mid racks. It's a very painful fight to, you know, sure, walk away with these kills, but overall, very much continuing to fall back into this position where they're just getting completely, kind of just sort of outplayed and stretched across their base here by Ooredoo Thunders in terms of how much Water Rune Enjoys need to do to be able to deal with this sort of push and pull and the way that they're playing around the team fights, Ooredoo Thunders.
It feels like now I feel like they might just have to just commit and try to get their own push going on the side
True.
of Wonder Ninja. Otherwise, they're just going to get like war of attrition.
It's just going to happen again.
Yeah. Like TA2000 is already pushing down bottom. He's looking for opportunity.
They've
I
got to
see
go all
Razor.
in.
He's got a rapier.
Yeah, they've got to go all in. This honestly, yeah, run it down mid, 5-man. Because I don't know if there's any other safe way out of this game. They have to full commit, and they are. They've identified this, and they're committing. They're going all in here down mid.
This is their last wave, though. Actually, three creeps got through. TA2000 did not get the whole creep wave with his Naga illusions.
I mean, and they've got a full refresh coming out in Palantimos. I mean, this is a great play, great call here from Mortar and Enjoy. It's the correct move.
Yeah, they got mega creeps right now.
Going.
So
keep going. They're gonna have 2 BKB Razors. You know, BKB usage here for Razor. Keep pushing on the base. They have to go all in.
But Naga's taking tier 4s.
And they can't pull back. They've got to commit.
I don't think they push fast enough.
But with the Eye of the Storm.
Oh my God.
You know, they're taking out one of the tier 4s. They take out Corey. They've got to keep going. They have to full commit here. You see the BKB from Nubian. Sees him with the black hole. He's been able to catch the Ancient. They've got to keep going. They're doing it here. They're doing it. They're keeping on to the Ancient. Palantimos being in the Eye of the Storm are helping out. But the heck no. They've got the kills. They've stopped the push. But that is going to be a win here for Ooredoo Thunders. Water and Enjoy as they go all in. It was the correct move, but